Hello, beautiful ladies. My name is Sona from Joyful Healing, and it's a beautiful Saturday evening here in Adelaide, South Australia, where I live. If you're watching this live, I would love for you to put a little comment saying hashtag live. And if you're watching it later, please do put a comment saying hashtag replay. What that does is it actually allows the Facebook algorithm to boost the post so that other members of the community can see this live as well. It's really lovely to see the community is growing. Lots of new people have joined in. So I just wanted to drop by and do a very small, short, and quick video. Hi, Josie. I can see you on there. How you doing? Thanks for joining me live. And as you can see, today's topic is what is one thing that is often missed when it comes to food? There's so much we can talk about food. Talking about food and nutrition and gut health is my passion, as you know. I can talk about food for days. Like I could talk nonstop the whole day and still have content to talk about food. But I want to talk about something very basic before we even get to the food. And where does digestion start? Pop in the comments below. I want you to tell me, where does the process of digestion, when we eat something, where does it start? How does it start? If you know this answer, if you want to take a guess, pop it in the comments below, please. It's really interesting. The process of digestion does not start in the stomach. The process of digestion starts in our mouth. So when we eat food, when we start chewing it, that's where the process of digestion starts in two ways. The food that we're chewing is now broken down into smaller food, which increases the surface area of food. When the surface area is increased of the food, when it goes into our stomach, all the enzymes and hydrochloric acid and everything else can then act upon the food and break it down faster. Hi, Heather. I can see you there. And that helps the process of digestion. The second thing that happens when we're chewing food in our mouth is that our saliva gets mixed into the food. Now, you probably might be aware of this, but our saliva actually has lots of enzymes as well, which starts breaking down the food that we are eating. So, two ways again. The actual process of breaking down the food, which increases the surface area, which then increases the digestion of the food, as well as the fact that the saliva has lots of enzymes. So have a think about how many times you chew your food. Hey, Catherine, I can see you there too. Thanks for watching live. How many times do you chew your food? I would love for you, when you have your dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever time of the day it is for you tonight, to just randomly start counting how many times you chew that one morsel of food in your mouth. And I will be very surprised if it's more than 10 times or 15 times. Pop it in the comments. I'd love to know how many times you chew your food. And it's such a basic step, but if we don't chew our food properly and it doesn't get digested properly, what's going to happen to the food? It's just going to sit there, right? It's not going to get broken down. It's not going to get digested. So what's the next thing that happens? We can end up with bloating. We can end up with all sorts of stomach discomforts. Bloating is a big one. That feeling of heaviness because the food's now not moving down is another one. Sometimes it can cause constipation. And also, let's not forget, what is the purpose of food? The purpose of food is a fuel for our body. It gives us energy and it also gives us all the essential vitamins and minerals that we need. Now, if this food is not broken down properly, we're not going to get the energy in our body, and also we're not going to absorb the vitamins and minerals. So so we're going to feel tired, we're going to feel lethargic, we're going to feel exhausted, and we're not going to know why, because we might be eating very good quality food, organic food, home cooked food, garden grown, whatever beautiful food you might be eating, but we're still getting all these gut issues and we're not sure why. So remember, the process of digestion starts in the mouth, so we need to chew our food a lot. So, can you guess, those of you who are watching live, how many times is recommended for us to chew our food? And if you heard me speak before about this, maybe not, but otherwise, please take a guess in the comments. How many times do you think we need to chew our food? Um, so it's recommended we should chew each bite of food till it becomes liquid. We have this amazing saying in Ayurveda which says, drink your food and eat your water. So what does that mean? It means drink water in small quantities and slowly sip on it throughout the day, but eat your food and chew it so that it becomes literally like water. And that's just so that the digestion works really well. I'm sorry if you're hearing a disturbance. There's a plane going overhead. Hopefully it'll pass soon. So, can you guess how many times we should chew our food? Yeah, the number is 32. 32 times. Now, I would love for you to try it and tell me how it goes. But I can tell you, I've tried it and I don't often get to 32 times. I'm being very honest here. It's really difficult to chew every bite of food 32 times. But if you're having gut issues, if you're struggling with bloating, I invite you to give it a go and tell me how you feel after. And for everyone else, I would say as a start, maybe over the next day or so, just observe how many times you chew your food. And just as a little bit of a challenge for yourself, just double that. So if you chew your food 8 times before you swallow it, try to do it 16 times and see how it goes. And see if that helps. And if you feel more satisfied, because that also makes us eat slower, right? How many times have we inhaled our food, literally? And the younger generation seems to be doing that even more, where they literally are done with their meal in like 3 minutes flat with the screen in front, that too. But it's really important to give our body that time for the food, for it to anticipate the food and for the food to be chewed properly so that the rest of the digestive process can start its job. So I just wanted to jump on here and drop in this little nugget for you. Hopefully you find it useful. Let me know how many times you chew your food, and if you make the change, let me know how many times afterwards and how you find it. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this and would love to learn more or dive into one-on-one sessions with me, I do offer a free connection call where we have a bit of a chat and we get to know each other, and we get to know, I get to know what's happening with you and your health, and you get to know how I work, and we see if we're a good fit for each other. So if you have enjoyed this and would like to work with me one-on-one or dive more into concepts like these, please feel free to book a no obligation connection call, and we can work out if we're a good fit to work with each other. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good afternoon, morning, evening, wherever you are.